What's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your screen and your speakers one more time. And welcome to another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I speak with a sister out of Detroit. Her name, Beth. Oh my God, this woman is dope. Check out this interview we did right now. What's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your screen and your speakers one more time with another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I speak with a sister out of Detroit. Yeah, you know, she's hard, folks. That's what Detroit women are all about. Hardcore, ready to get it on. But anyway, this lady here, she's a little different. She got vocal skills, folks. I'm talking about she can sing forever. And she can sing on any production. It doesn't matter what it is. And she doesn't matter who she's singing with. She's going to sound great all the time. As a matter of fact, she was also on The Voice. Yes, I can't wait till you meet her, folks. So without further ado, let me bring in Beth.
Hello. Should I be like, rah? Because you said I was coming in hard, so.
Oh, yeah, you could have came in like, I'm Beth. Yes, man, I feel cool that you're here. I feel blessed.
Me too. Thank you for having me, MC. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No. Thank you so much. You are the one that's the artist that's so dope with it, and you sound so great. What you do, it's amazing. The runs that you hit on your songs. And folks, we're going to hear a little snippet of that today. It's called Got Next. And it's her new song, new release with, who is it with again?
Swifty McVeigh from D12.
Why did I forget his name? This is terrible, folks. I should be ashamed of myself.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that, Swifty. My bad. I'll remember your name the next time, okay?
The next time, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure there'll be a next time, because I'm pretty sure she'll say, hey, let's do another one.
Yes, because we got next, right? So it's got to be a next.
Got to be a next, you know?
Maybe
it might be his song and he's going to ask you to get on that.
You never know.
Yes. So how have you been? What have you been up to?
I'm doing great. I'm happy that things seem to be kind of moving and we can see the end of the tunnel right now. All of 2019, I think I worked on completing my second album. We really worked. We were in the studio a lot. I filmed a music video for this single that's out now. We recorded the entire album. And what did I say? I didn't say 2019, but 2020. We worked all through the pandemic. So that was what I did, recently up until now. Music is out. And I think right now I'm just preparing to start working again. I'm excited about my second album coming out. I'm excited about performing live. I love performing live. I love seeing people's faces. I love feeling the energy of the crowd. So I think that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm in preparation for moving forward and performing.
That's great. I'm so glad that you actually back at it again, because you are a natural when it comes to music and when it comes to emoting your vocals.
Thank you.
Just like you put your feelings in your music, you put your emotion and your soul in your vocals.
Thank you.
It's like you put your foot in it, is what they say.
I try.
I never heard such professionalism in a song. Your stuff is quality. Now I'm talking quality, man. Yo, folks. You can't just take my word for it, folks. You got to go tap into Beth. And you can check her out on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. So watch some videos. YouTube Music, Pandora, and my favorite place, iHeartRadio. You can check her out on all those platforms because Got Next is everywhere. Shout out to Swifty McVeigh. Got it.
Right, you got it.
Who are your greatest influences?
My greatest influences, I think the biggest one, the main one, my ultimate favorite cherry on top, the late Whitney Houston. She's my ultimate favorite because growing up, watching her sing, she looked like me. I could see myself in her, and just her physique, her the skin color, just her being a singer that just really wanted to sing, and a natural singer. You know, she just grabbed the mic and she sang. And I was always like that. I just wanted to be raw with my singing and just really feel it. After studying her and researching her, I found out that she and I have the same birthday. So our birthdays are August the 9th. That was awesome to figure that out, or to find that out. But she also became even more favorite when she filmed the remake of Sparkle. They filmed it in Detroit, and I was cast as her body double in her stand-in. So I got a chance to work with her, right? Take a picture with her. I got a chance to be Whitney because I had to wear the costuming and the wardrobe. So she ultimately, you know, bar none, is my absolute favorite. And it started as a little girl. And then as I developed as a singer and then got into acting, you know, that just solidified it. That just locked it in there. Second, I would say her godmother, Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin's from Detroit. My father, the late Johnny Griffith, was one of the Funk brothers. He played piano. He was Aretha Franklin's first keyboard player that toured with her. And I had never been around Miss Franklin. I had always heard stories from my dad, but I loved her singing anyway, just the soulfulness of it, and her runs and her placement and her phrasing. I just love how she does that. And the fact that she could play and sing at the same time. My dad used to always tell me stories about her. And right before she died, a year before she passed, they were doing big tributes for her here. I got a chance to sing for her, but I got a chance to take a few moments and actually speak to her and introduce myself, and to hear her tell me that she remembered my father and that my father was her keyboard player. You know, my dad used to tell me all the time, and I'm like, yeah, sure, you played for Aretha Franklin. But when I got a moment to speak to her and she told me, oh yeah, your daddy. And I was just like, oh my God. So she's number 2. Number 3, Anita Baker. She's a Detroit girl, but I toured 5 years with her being a background singer. And I got a chance to sit and watch her sing, swing her dress, just be incredible night after night. I traveled the world with her. It was my first professional background gig. And working with her was like being in a boot camp. And I never really wanted to be a solo singer. I always wanted to be a background singer. And she told me, you're going to sing solo one day. And I was like, no, I'm going to be working with you. And she was like, no, one day I'm going to retire. And the name that I have, Beth Always Sings, was given to me from Anita. So I took that, and that actually became my email address initially. And then when social media started booming, everybody had to pick their username. My username became Beth Always Sings. So I got that name from Anita. So my top 3, and I'll just stick with those: Whitney, Aretha, Anita. There it is.
Wow.
Did I give you enough?
Now, you just named 3 of the greatest singers ever in this world
that I got a chance to be around, touch, share the same air. You know, it's almost like you get around them and you start breathing deep. You just want to share that thing that they have. I'm in awe of you right now. I'm in awe of you because you got to tap into such greatness at such a young age. I did. You was able to be around some great queens, and you were able to just ingest their greatness. And now here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and now you're the one that's great. Well, thank you. I try every time I get ready to sing or I get ready to go on stage. You know, the fact that Whitney and I share the same birthday, I try to just connect, you know, and just be centered and be still and think about her and how she would approach something. I try to think about how Aretha will walk out and approach a song, approach the crowd. I try to give the crowd something that would remind the crowd of those great women because I got a chance to be in their space. I'm just, like I said, I'm in awe of you because not only did you hang out with 3 of the greatest queens on the planet, but you also have this vocal arrangement yourself that is mind-blowing to me. Listening to you sing is like listening to the angels. Oh, yeah, your vocals, your vocal range is quite amazing. I ain't kidding, man. I'm telling you, folks, I don't lie when I speak about music. And when I hear an artist sing the way Beth sings, it stops my heart sometimes. Aww. Because I can feel it. I can feel your passion. I can feel your anger in some of your songs, especially God Next. I can feel it.
It's
Yeah.
like you were focused on something or someone at the time you was in the studio singing this song. And you was feeling the vibes at that time because you were like, yo, I got next. Period. I don't care what you say. I got next.
Hear what you say.
I got freaking next.
Right.
This is what I'm doing.
Right,
what you doing? I don't know. I don't care. This is what I'm doing. I got next.
Right. That's how I felt pretty much.
Yeah, yo, I felt it. And I'm telling you, that's why I love the song. That song, folks, the Shiznit list on Let's Chat and Jam, the Instagram account, is where all 40 songs from my Let's Chat and Jam on Spotify playlist comes together. It's called the Shiznit list. And every Saturday, I do a live show called the Shiznit list Top 40 live on IGTV. And I'm telling you something right now, folks. Beth's song, because now she has become a guest on the podcast, is eligible to get on the playlist, which then will give her in to the Shiznit list. And what I'm saying, folks, right now, is that song, Got Next, is going to debut in the top 20. Yeah, it's going to be on the top 20 Saturday on the Shiznit list.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, that song is amazing, folks. And you got to go tap in to Beth because her music would help you with your day. So if you're
Thank you.
Oh yeah, man. Your music is dope. But when you're not in the studio making music, what do you do?
When I'm not in the studio making music, I am at home. I'm very domestic. I'm cooking. I'm married. I was at the grocery store today. I was outside watering flowers. I'm around the house. I love to organize and to organize cabinets and drawers. I'm one of those people on YouTube that have the drawer liners and everything lined up. I do that. And I started doing that because I wanted to make sure when I traveled or I toured or I needed something and quickly I could find everything I need. Because a lot of times, you get on the road and you have 2 or 3 luggage bags. You don't unpack. You can't find this. So I need my house to be organized. So I organize, I clean everything so I'm able to get things quickly and,
So
domestic. I'm just in the house.
How do you do this? How do you balance married life? I'm sure you got kids too, right? No kids?
No.
Congratulations. So how do you balance married life with your job, which I guess is your career, your music career? And eventually it'd be full-time again.
Yeah.
How do you balance that? Because your husband got to be a great man, because if he wasn't, you wouldn't be married to him. So he's a great man. So how does he do it? He's got a superstar for a wife. He's got a wife that's going to be on demand soon. Everybody's going to want to get a piece of Beth on their stage, in their movies, on their camera, in their videos, in their studio. Yes. You're going to be a household name within the next 2 or 3 years. I guarantee it. My thing is, how does he handle it?
First of all, we've been married for 20 years. So it has been a learning process for both of us. It has been a process for me to make sure that he knows he's my husband and he's most important. For him to know that our home is most important. For me to make sure that if I leave and go do whatever I'm going to go do, I got to make sure my home is straight because I got to come back. So I think with trial and error and us figuring that out and us talking and working together, that's how I balance it. I run everything by him. If I got something to do, I say, hey, I'm about to do this. And what do you think about that? Even though I'm my own artist and the record label that I have, it's mine, I still run stuff by him. And I think when we first got married, I used to do stuff and don't tell him, and I got to go sing, and it was blamed on the music. It was blamed on, I got to be in the studio. I got to do this. And it just didn't work, I think, because I kind of kept him out of the loop. But now I share my schedule or tell him what I'm doing, incorporate him in some things because he wants to be involved. And it's smooth and it's a good balance. He knows when I'm tired and he allows me to rest and be myself and be the artist I want to be. And then he knows that I respect the role of wife and the woman of the house. So it's have to figure it out.
Well, that's cool, man. I'm really proud of both of y'all for sticking it in for 20 years.
Oh, it's not easy.
I know it's not. I've been married now for going on 3 years.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah, but my wife is my hero at times because when I first met her, I thought I was macking. And she's like, I don't know you like that, bro. You're going to have to be friends for a while.
Yeah, because you owe some other stuff.
Yeah, she stuck me in the friend zone, man. And after that, I had so much respect for her that we became friends and we was good friends until I came back to Syracuse. That's where I'm from. Okay. And we met up again and the rest is history.
Oh, well, congratulations to you.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. And yeah, she's my partner, man. She's my partner. Tell us about the song Got Next. Where'd it come from? Give us an insight.
Well, right now it's my favorite song. That's my anthem. And we want that to be an anthem for people, especially in the time that we're in right now, because a lot of people have been probably feeling like they've been put on pause, or their lives have been put on pause, or their dreams have been put on pause because of the pandemic. And I want people to feel like they got next, that they can still achieve the things they want to achieve, and they can still make a list of goals, and they can still continue to check those things off. I think that's where the song originated from. The producer, Marcus Divine, I've been working with him. I love working with him. And I love West Coast rap. I love Snoop. He's my favorite rapper. And I think we were talking about different songs, different ideas. And I was just telling him some things that I like, some sounds that I would love. I said, I love funk, different things I was describing to him. And he just brought me that track one day. And he said he didn't think I was going to like it because he said he thought it was just a little too edgy for me. Because if you listen to my first album, I don't have anything like that on my first album. But the funk and the rap and the hip hop is a side of me people don't really know, because I've always been presented as a Whitney-like artist, very clean cut, very nice. And there's a whole nother edgy side of me that people don't know. So we thought it would be a good idea to kind of start to integrate people in, the other side of that. So he brought me the track. I loved it. I heard it. I grabbed pencil and paper, started writing. He wrote the song with me. And then he suggested we bring in Swifty McVeigh from D12. He's from Detroit. He's, got long history and roots in hip hop in Detroit. He comes from the Eminem camp. And Swifty and I actually went to high school together, but we didn't even know each other in high school. So now we've kind of reconnected and we hang out all the time, actually. So but yeah, that's just how it came together. And we heard it and I sang on it and sent it to Swift, and Swift said, would you do this? Would you bless the track? And he came back with, the verses, and we just loved it. It just melted. We just kind of melted into each other and just clicked. It was great.
Well, I'll tell you something, Beth, I'm digging the vibes on this song Got Next. I think it's edgy.
Thank you.
It's current, but it still has that flavor of old school appeal.
Yeah, and that's what I love.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So folks, without further ado, I'm gonna play a snippet, meaning like 10 seconds of the song at least, just to give you a little taste of what Beth is all about. Now I'm playing it from the middle. I don't know where it's at in the middle. So we're just all going to find out right now. Okay, good spot. I got next, baby. Trust me, I got next. Yeah. This is Beth, y'all. This is Beth. Detroit's finest, man. Detroit's finest. This is McVeigh. But the rest of it, you got to go tap in yourself and go listen to on your own time. And you know where you got to go. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, YouTube Music, Pandora, Deezer.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on. Because wherever there's streaming going on, Beth is in the middle of it.
I am.
Yeah. Tell us some of your experiences you've had since you've been creating music.
Well, since I've been, I started out as a background singer. So that's where my experiences actually started, touring with Anita Baker And that was about 5 years. I started doing a little more acting, and that's what landed me to meet Whitney Houston and be her body double and stand in. After that, I got hired by Kem, who signed to Motown. So I work with him now. I'm actually one of his background singers. I've been doing backgrounds with him for several years now. And one of the things that background singers realize, and we all talk about this often, is when the artist goes on break, everybody goes on break. Nobody's working. And so that's what really pushed me and motivated me to actually start solo singing. And actually the producer who really originally started with Anita Baker, Michael Powell, he had Chapter 8. And he's actually a friend of mine. That's how I met Anita. And he actually started talking to me and telling me I needed to go solo. And I'm glad I did, because me being solo had led me to actually going on The Voice and led me to the first album and has led me to my second album. So I think music as a whole, me starting out as background and me now being a solo artist has just grown me as a person. You have to really know yourself to be able to stand out in front of people and bare your soul through music or poetry or through the arts, and it's built my confidence, because it's really, it's daunting. Sometimes you feel like you're just walking into open space and you don't know what you're walking into. So, being able to travel, which is something I love, being able to meet new people, being able to sing and you see people smile. And I think one of the most exciting things for me is when you see people singing your lyrics back to you. Man, that's incredible. So I think those are my best experiences, man. Just traveling, meeting people and meeting my favorite iconic people and seeing people sing my lyrics. I mean, this the whole thing. And we can't forget the wardrobe. That's one of my favorites. I love the clothes. I have an excuse to dress up all the time, so it's fun.
So what is your process when it comes to creating a new song? Do you wait for the beat, then create lyrics around the production? Or do you have lyrics already on cap? So when the production comes, you're like, oh, I could fit these in. What's your process?
Both, actually. I hear lyrics in the form of poetry sometimes. Sometimes I hear melodies and I'll hum them into my phone. And then sometimes I'll work with a producer that has a track and I'll write to that. Or I'll say, you know what, let's come up with something. And there's been several songs that I've actually recorded where my producers were just sitting at the keyboard, just playing something. I said, hey, what's that? And they were like, what? And I said, play that little segment. And then that turns into a song. So always it happens for me.
Wow, that's amazing.
I never plan it. It just happens like that. So.
Well, you say you never plan it and you say it just happens, but I believe that you're just straight out professional and you're good at no matter what you do and how you do it, it gets done right the first time anyway.
No, that's not. No. Because take, for instance, Got Next. That was a track. Marcus brought me the track. The song Free that you were listening to earlier, that was one where the other producer I worked with, Cordell Walton, he was just sitting at the piano playing. And I said, hey, what's that? And he started playing and I started hearing lyrics and started writing. And it was just him playing chords. So those are two examples of two songs you've actually heard that were made two totally different ways.
True. But aren't you a perfectionist?
You said perfectionist? Like I want it right?
Yes.
I think all artists are to a certain extent. And I think I do have a tad bit of that. And it's to the extreme. Sometimes I can be, let me record it again. Let me record it again. Let me record it again. And then sometimes I'm like, what you think? Is it good enough for you? Because I'm tired. And then that's it. And then that'll be the song that everybody loves. And I'm like, oh my God, you use those vocals when I go back and listen again. So, it depends. Sometimes it's a precision thing. And then sometimes it's a feel and a vibe.
Okay. I could dig it.
Yeah.
I could dig it. Do you have any advice for the youngins that are coming up that want to do what you're doing?
I do. I think that the music business is very broad. And if you want to be a superstar, you want to be on the stage, you want people to come see you, I think you should learn, study, and try to perfect that. I think you need to get a mentor, a person who can always keep you level-headed. Because when you start to get compliments, sometimes that can really make your head get big and you may feel like you don't have to practice and rehearse. So you always need that person to keep you level and to advise you. You have to have an ear to hear and to learn, and you have to remain coachable. And last but not least, if you want to be great on the stage. I think you need to study to some extent the people that make you great, their jobs and their positions. You don't want to be the artist that comes in and you don't understand that the light man makes you look good because he turns the lights on. You be nice and you be kind to him and you understand what he does. Because if he turns them lights out, you make sure you understand the sound man. He makes you sound good. You understand the ushers and the people that usher the people in that bought tickets to come see you. And you be respectful to those people. Your stage hands, your band, everybody who makes you look great. Because if all them people walk off and you stand on that stage by yourself, you have nothing. So make sure you understand all of the jobs and the roles of the people that make you be great. And you be respectful to them. And then you learn your craft and you study. And that would be the best piece of advice that I would give anybody. Don't just try to be, the star. You understand what makes you a star and keeps you being a star.
I'm digging the vibes. Do you have any burning desires?
Ooh, I can't say them on this interview. No. I think I would like to live in my latter years. I want to be able to do everything that I've wanted to do. And then in my latter years, be able to be comfortable. I think that's a burning desire because I think when we're young and we popping, we don't forget that we're going to get older. So I think a real burning desire for me is to be able to experience my dreams of performing and being a star and then be able to relax and be comfortable, have a comfortable second part of my life as well. That's really important to me, I think, more so now than just, some people say, I want to be a star and I want to be, you can be a star and I want to have quality of life too. I think that because you hear about it all the time. You see these stars and they're not happy. They don't have quality of life and it doesn't mean anything. So yeah, quality of life, stardom, being able to live older and be comfortable. That's important to me now.
I'm digging the vibes. America and the world. It is I, MC Andrew Love. This is Let's Chat and Jam. It's my special guest, Beth, out of Detroit. Yo, I'm telling you something, folks. Beth has music for everybody. She's got music for the grown and sexy, and she's got music for the edgy ones. Beth has the ability to make you forget why you was mad. She also has the ability to make you realize that she's one of the best singers you have ever heard. I'm telling you something, folks, Beth has a song for everybody and every occasion. If you're looking for love, Beth's got you. If you're looking for an edgy lifestyle because you're just a little angry, well, Beth's got you. And of course, if you're looking to relax and you want to meditate because you know you have to work tomorrow and you just want to be easy tonight, well, don't worry. Beth's got you. Whatever your vibe, whatever your mood, Beth's got that song for you. And also, just to let you know that 2022 is going to be the year of Beth. So make sure you tap in and stay tuned because she's got a lot coming for you guys real soon. So thank you so much for coming through, Beth. I do appreciate your time. I know you could have been anywhere else in the world, but decided you wanted to come here and hang out on Let's Chat and Jam. And I'm so honored to have you here on LCAJ. Thank you so much. Beth, could you tell the people where they can find you?
Okay, where you can find me. If you are an Instagram person, you can go to Beth Always Sings on Instagram. Twitter is also Beth Always Sings. And if you want to check me out on Facebook, it's my whole name, Beth Griffith-Manley. That's the name I went by when I was on The Voice. And also you can check out my website, which is bethalwayssings.com.
I'm digging the vibes. Make sure you tap in, folks. Tap into bethalwayssings.com. If you want to know how to get to her, just spell her name out. Beth. And she'll pop right up.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for taking the time. I enjoyed this interview. I enjoyed your questions. Made me think about some stuff. So thank you.
And since you've been here for the first time, you have now become part of the Let's Chat and Jam fan, which means you don't have to wait for me to tap into you, hit you up and say, hey, Beth, you want to come to the show and you want to promote some things? Nah, you can tap into my DMs and say, hey, MC Andrew Love, I think it's time for me to come back to your show. I got something to promote. It could be a new movie. It could be a new song, a new book. It doesn't matter to me because whatever you do is important and I want to know about it.
Thank you.
And folks, you got to tap in. Tap in, man. Go on to Spotify. Go on to Apple Music. Stop playing around because Beth, she's the shiznit, man. Beth, she's taking her spot on the main stage. She's coming at y'all, folks. There's no doubt about it that Beth is the shiznit. She's the real deal. You got to go tap in, man. You got to go check her out. It's imperative that you go see Beth right now. And if she comes to your store, if she comes to your stage, she comes to your town, go check her out, man. Stop playing around. And one thing I want to say to the record execs, stop sleeping on Beth. Stop sleeping on Beth. That's why she had to go get her own record label, because she knows she's the best thing for herself. She don't need y'all to tell her that she's great because she already is great.
Well, yes. Yeah. You have to do it yourself. You got to do it yourself. They sleeping, but it's okay. Let them sleep.
Yeah, they sleeping. And you know what? Guys? When y'all sleeping, right? And you snoring right now, right? And she's going to wake up. She's going to go past y'all, right? And she's going to get Grammys. She's going to get verified on Instagram. Yeah, that's what's going to happen next. She is going to do all these amazing things because she is Beth and she's dope. Period.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming through, Beth. I do appreciate the time. It's been a wonderful experience having you here with me.
Thank you.
Let's Chat and Jam. You are such an amazing artist. You are so dope. I can't wait to hear what you come up with in the future because I'm going to rock that album. Yes. So I want you to stay safe in Detroit, please. Whatever you do, stay safe. And everyone else, y'all stay safe. And just remember, if you have a dream, go ahead and go for it. Because only you can stop it. And nothing beats a failure but a try. Peace out. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. Also, like and share the content, as well as hit the notification icon so you don't miss A Conversation with series right here on Let's Chat and Jam.